Alright everyone, so the time has come to put the Eyeball 360 against the Stealth 360. So we've got two Jasper motherboard Xbox 360s. I believe both were actually 2009. So we started with this one, obviously, which has the XSPC Xbox 360 Fat water block. It has a Phobia DC12 pump, and then, which I believe is the 200 or 220, wherever the lowest one is. We've got our FreezeMod box style reservoir sticking out the side. We've got our 2x50mm radiator with two 50mm fans. Let's go ahead and get the light on there. You can see them right there. And they are pulling air out the back. And then of course we have our 200mm Thermaltake clear with blue LED fan mounted on the top, pulling air in. Now if I remember right, we've got all three of these fans connected to the 5-volt source, and then 12 volts is our pump and our UV LED strip, and then this has the UV pink Primo Chill fluid in it. It might have a little splash of the purple that was in this one just to top it off, but it's still pink. And then of course we have our clear faceplate. It has a blue and purple ring of light, and then on both sides we've got our raindrop effect paint done with the iodized or anodized purple and glow in the dark paint. As we see here, should probably turn this light off, would help. And that's all the way through the case here. Now there is no hard drive on this one right now. It does have the matching purple. Our end vents are both the purple. I am redoing that one, and I'm going to put the 120mm hard drive in this, so this has the regular hard drive. Now our Stealth build here has the carbon fiber faceplate. It has a full purple ring of light with a, I believe it has a white center light. I could be wrong. Oh, I also forgot to mention our temperature display, which is right behind here, and that is on a plug fitting that comes right out of the water block. And that's the same with our Stealth. It has a plug fitting right out of the water block for our temperature display right below the fan. This one has the 200mm Thermaltake black fan, no LEDs. It has the XSPC water block, same as this one, has the same Phobia DC12 pump as this one, same spot. And then this one has a 3x40mm radiator. And then we've got three 40mm UV reactive fans. Those are connected to the 5 volts. This fan is connected to 12 volts with our pump. And then we have the cylinder style reservoir up at the top. Both reservoirs should hold roughly the same fluid. In fact, the entire loop should be pretty similar. Yeah, the only thing really different is our radiators are slightly different, but kind of add up to almost the same. And then our inside has the color shift black paint on the drive and the top of the pump, which you can't really see from here. But yeah, so we're going to start off. These haven't been played in a couple days. They're at room temperature. We're going to play each one for the same amount of time in the horizontal position. We'll do the same in the vertical, see what kind of differences we get. We're just going to be playing it here on our projector and probably just play Blur. Now I did forget to mention this one. Obviously there's no hard drive up at the top, but behind here we have a flash drive that is also 128 gigabytes, I believe. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do the Eyeball Xbox first. We're going to make sure both are on the same graphic settings and everything. And then, yeah, we'll do 2 races with this one. We'll see what our starting and end temperature is. Then we'll let this one cool back off while we test this one out. And then we'll go back to this one, vertical, vertical. So let's get started. Alright, let's fire up the Eyeball Xbox. Looks like we have a start of 17.6 degrees Celsius. And yeah, go ahead and fire the game up and see what we get it up to. Alright, got our game loading up. We've now hit already 20 Celsius. So I'll go ahead and play for roughly 10 minutes, or just do 2 races, and then we'll check our temperature and switch systems. Alright, exactly 2 races later, which was exactly 10 minutes, I'll do the same 2 races on the other one, and we're just hitting 30 degrees Celsius. So we're going to go ahead, take the game out of this one, shut it down, set it aside, let it cool back off while we test the Stealth Xbox. Alright, let's fire up the Stealth. We're at 18.7. So already starting off, this one was slightly higher there, but within 1 degree. Could just be the sensor, or maybe this is an XSPC and the other one's Phobia, who knows. But yeah, let's go ahead, fire this one up, make sure it's on the same settings, and do the same races. Just finished our second race here. This one took slightly longer than 10 minutes, but we are at a whopping 31.1 degrees Celsius. So a 1 degree difference, but we did have a 1 degree difference starting off. So pretty much the same. Let's go back to the other one, do it upright, and just see if there's any differences at all. Starting temp 28, so it really hasn't cooled off very much at all yet. Although now that it just turned it on, it went down. Now it's probably going back up. So, same thing. I think this time we'll just do, well, we'll do the same thing, about 10 minutes. Okay, so pretty much the exact same results. I'm expecting the same thing with the Stealth one, but we'll still do it anyway and just see if there's any difference. Like I said, the fans are at different voltages, but I don't think that matters. These, even at 5 volts, are probably like 100 CFM. Otherwise, they're like 150 CFM fans or something like that. Both have significant airflow through the radiator, and not only that, pretty much every vent that would normally be pulling air in is actually pushing air out from these large fans. So let's do the other one real quick and just verify that everything is the same. Same thing pretty much here. Also, as you guys can see, this one's in the upright position. It's loading the game just fine, unlike when we first took this out of the box. I also want to go over with these systems. For one, I think I want to wait till I hit 1,000 subscribers to do the sale on either one of these. In the meantime, I want to get feedback on little finishing details I can do. For one, I feel like this really needs some sort of lighting up top. I do have another UV LED strip I can put up here and hopefully shine through to the reservoir as well. I also want to either paint or cover, that little silver strip right here. You can kind of see the metal frame right there. Maybe a little bit of wiring cleanup, things like that. And on top of that, I want to know what system out of these two is your favorite. I think I've only had literally like one person legitimately say they liked one over the other. So that would be cool to get that feedback. So anyway, let's play a little bit of this one and just verify that it's probably going to be about the same. This one might actually be a little bit higher. It's already at 29, so check back in a minute. Okay, so literally exactly the same. Anyway, there's a few things I want to talk about. The water block. That is what, to me at least, makes these builds so special. That's just something you cannot find anywhere anymore. Some things, when they become discontinued, usually you can still kind of find them somewhere, but no. Reservoirs, that's why I'm a big fan of the Phobia Balancer. We've got this one here, the silver nickel, and then the copper. Copper I cannot find anywhere. You can still once in a while find the silver nickel, like the 250 or the 450, believe it or not. There's a huge one, and I've always wanted it. I kind of want to pick it up before it's gone forever. Yeah. So, which system won? And the winner is me, because both systems I made are fantastic. No, so yeah, they're pretty much identical in terms of usage. I think it'd be more fun if one was like the Falcon motherboard and kind of compare them or something. But anyway, from a buyer standpoint, I would prefer to have them pretty much identical. So either one you pick is going to be a good, it's Jasper, pretty much all the same stuff. So anyway, one thing I want to do is, like I said, some of the finishing details here and there. If you guys have ideas, let me know. I also want to see if I can find any other water blocks that would fit and work with the DVD drive. That's a huge part of the XSPC water block being so fantastic. If it's over both, it's one piece. There are other ones it's like two separate ones and they loop together, which is probably going to be my only option, but I want to see if I can find one that will fit. Then I can still make these, even though I'll only be down to one of those water blocks, which is hard to do, but yeah, I think it'd be cool to have somebody else have one of these systems of their own. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please let me know which one is your favorite. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.